There we go. Let's come back home. Let me swap back to class. There we go. I hope you had a nice day. I'm going to start with my choice first, and then we'll let you guys start choosing again. I want to do Liverpool FC for the sake of Mali, my brother, Rob. Rob knows this is happening. Rob knows they're all flip-flop. Just like Mali, he don't care. Still supporting Rob. What's going on? It's because the compass isn't pointing towards God yet. The minute it does, they'll all stop. They'll all reject this satanic system, beast system. They won't put any effort or energy into it. They'll all be left on their own, supporting themselves. So, Liverpool FC. The bird on the front, the liver bird, very similar to the phoenix from the ashes. There's something about Liverpool. I can't remember what it is. I did it way back when I first began this topic. I found something, so I can't remember what it was though. We'll start with that great big juicy pair of chicken drumsticks. Diogo Jota. That's the one that recently pretended to die. Look at the chicken nom-nom on that. Look at that ass. Sweet jumping jelly beans. We can go through hundreds of players. I'm not going to. We're just going to go through some of the present ones like Mo Salah, Jota. We've already done. We did him the other day, but I'll have a look. And I'm going to go into the past just a little bit with this team. I don't need to take any memes from this. This is just going to be an investigation. Hello, Ryan. How you doing? Hello, Jennifer. This is going to be an investigation into the Liverpool team. All football teams appeared in England around about 1870. You look up when's this one? 1892. There you go. It's all around that era of time that these football clubs sprang up. This game appeared. There's a total bollock story. Hello, Anasu. That goes with it about someone in a school playground. I don't know. It's a load of tosh. But anyway, it's all about balls. Golf balls, footballs, basketballs, snooker balls, you name it, it's all about balls. They want to make you believe you live on one, and they want you to make you believe that women without them are actually men. Okay? So, we will plough through these real quickly. Liverpool FC is where we're starting. We'll go with Mo Salah first. Real simple. She's got beautiful ass. There she is. There's Mo Salah. Look at those eyelashes. The first marker for me are those pretty eyelashes. Look, no mascara needed, ladies. I don't know why you go jamming your eyes full of makeup and chemicals. As they are, look how beautiful those eyes are. She's gorgeous. Mo Salah is gorgeous. Without the beard, of course, and with breasts. She's got a beautiful curvy backside. Fake Adam's apple raisin implant. Look, it's off to one side. It's not square. It's not double pronged. Looks nothing like a real Adam's apple. What's the wife look like? Always get a nice comparison with the wives. If you're not sure about the face, you go to the wives, and straight away, the distance in his eyes, the width on those cheeks. Look how wide. The widest part of his face is just underneath the eyes. Look how big it is. This one, when it smiles, there's nothing there. Let's go to there. The widest part on a man's face is just below the eyes. On a woman, it's in the hairline. Which is why Mo Salah looks really strange with that wide hairline. Men's cave inwards look. Women's bellow outwards. And that's what Mo Salah's does. It bellows outwards look. It's a shame that she's got so much hair. Mo Salah walking real quickly. It's all football clubs. It's all the players. It's the trainers, the managers, the referees, the lines, women. They're all women. Even the physios. They're all in the club. And it's an army. It's a lead. In the Bible, Legion, Bible. Everything comes from the Bible. Refers to a large number of demons possessing a man. They are Legion. There is a large number of demons possessing everyone's brains all around Earth. This is what this statement means. Mo Salah walking. Let's find a nice guy. Look at him. Look at her. Look how small she is. Look at the gap in her legs that shouldn't be there. With all these mincers, the Beatles. Mo Salah. How come I all the gates are missing? There we go. From Flamingo, there's a diamond showing. Look, the knees are separating, not staying together. There's another one from Flamingo. It's not a good gate. There's a nice one from the wrong angle. It's in line. Look at the diamond in the legs, the way the legs bow. Look. When a woman stands, you get that same arch between her legs, like she's getting on an invisible motorbike. As if. There's no gates for Mo Salah. You're winding me up. Let's just go back. Search Mo Salah. Oh, there's one there, but that's not what I'm looking for. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. Right there, look at the crossed legs. Well, they're all crossed legs, but look how big these thighs are. A woman's legs. Were they women way back when? Yeah, they were. I do believe they were, Karina. It all sprang up around 1870, these clubs. And I think even then, only the flip-flops could play at that level. It's never been allowed that normal people could become footballers. Normal people would become golfers, politicians, singers, whatever. We've never been allowed. We're not allowed to influence people. But ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall set you free. So Mo Salah's a woman. There's your Mo Salah. Who should we do next? Robbie Fowler, another one from my brother's days. Robbie Fowler. Not the prettiest of girls. The Adams raisin implant off to one side, all crooked. Tiny ear, high set ears, look. Rounded, open eye sockets, arched eyebrow. This is Robbie now, is it? Oh my gosh! Life hasn't been very kind to me lately. Look at those close set eyes. Dial M for Mongos. Robbie Fowler. There it is. The soft eye. Look at the eyelashes again. Straight away, the eyelashes give them away. Bright eyes, burning like fire. Shape of the face is an egg look. Egg shape, soft, subcutaneous layers of fat, tiny ears, soft, close-set eyes, beautiful eyelashes. Again, the eyes are shiny because women produce estrogen, and it makes their eyes shine, especially because women have smaller but more open eyes. Because the eye socket's more open, you see more of the eye. Very, very female-looking look. Look at the eyelashes again. Look how small those ears are. You little bugger lugs. There's Robbie snorting cocaine off the touchline. Look, I think she got fined for that. She did. 32,000. 2 threes, father. Always 33. Even when you think it's not 33, it's 30. 33, father. Robbie Fowler's obviously a girl. We shall just go back. I think I have got Robbie Fowler. Let me just double check whilst I'm doing this one. I do believe there is a Robbie Fowler. There's him and his wife. Oh my gosh, Robbie Fowler, wife. Wife. Clear and present danger. Can we get a bigger photo of them both? Who's got the longer, bigger arm? Look how short this arm is. Remember, that is not his shoulder. That's just padding. That's a suit. We're padding. This woman's shoulders come... That's the line of her arm there. That's why women's bra straps fall off the shoulder. Ricky Fowler. That's not who we're looking for. Come on, keep going. There. Oh, we're done. As if that's not a big picture. Look at the state of that jawline now. The bigger, wider face on the left. The long face of a woman. Which Robbie Fowler has, look, with soft, beautiful eyes. Right, we just need your gates, Robbie. Is that him? That is him. There you go. Look at the size of the hips. Look at the legs crossed. There's your straight-legged husband with a big, massive hand, look. We won't mention the little people. There, straight legs, knees together. It's a man. That one's also... maybe not, actually. That knee does look like it's coming out. That neck's a bit long, but that knee does look like it's coming out. A woman can have a long neck, but it'll be slender. It won't be like a tree trunk like that damn thing is there. There he is. There's the husband. And you're done, right? Who's got the bigger face? Look at them. It's so obvious. Big square shoulders, long neck. The absolute opposite of Robbie. Look, sloping short shoulders. See, men's are straight, flat across. Our neck, if you imagine a tree coming out of the ground, look, it comes up like a tree trunk. See it? Women's don't. The neck is buried into the shoulders. Especially when they make them meaty like this. Short. He looks like Gareth Southgate. Look at them tiny teeth, close set coffee bean eyes, tiny eye set ears, flat forehead, no Adam's apple lot, narrow sloping shoulders, not 3 heads worth. There is on the wife though, right there. Easy fit 3 heads worth on there. Right, Robbie Fowler walking. Check that back file 1 second. Make sure I have done him. Do you know what? Robbie Fowler is not coming up. You've got to be kidding me. I could have sworn I've done Robbie Fowler. I'm just going to put his name in properly. Robbie. Right, let it search. Right, I need Gates. There's one. That is a beautiful one, Robbie. Is that him from the back? No, that looks like Rooney. Let's go back. It's no good to me. They're no good to me. Elbows out, look. Arms akimbo. Give me another gate, Robbie. You can't be many gates of him because I don't have the meme. Is that Robbie there? Open. It is Robbie from Flamingo. Look at the straight-legged. That reminds me. I need 2 bottles of milk. Look at that demon face. Right there, scaring me. Robbie Fowler with Diamond. I have got that other one. 3. I need 2 more, Robbie. Anything else in this list? No, but all the husbands are walking with straight. Look at the size of that melon. Look at that. Look at the face pushed downwards. You do see this now, right? It should be obvious to you. This is laddies. That's a laddie right there. There's a lady with the upside down egg face. Who's got the bigger teeth? Whose eyes are further apart? Who's got the shorter forehead? Let's go back. Robbie Fowler. That is another mincer. Look at that. Terrifying. I can literally see lips, nose, eyes. I can literally see a skull in that kneecap. John Barnes by the look of it. I'm not sure. Right. It's not John Barnes. It's a DJ. My bad. I don't care. They're all flip-flops. They do not divide my attention like they used to. That's not you, is it, Robbie? No, but it's someone in the army mincing. It's not all the army. It's not all the army, but it's a lot of the fucking army, I'll tell you. Let's go back. Especially the pilots. Keeping the flat air for secret. Tossers. Oh, lagging me. Right, Robbie Fowler. That's all I've got for that. 3 gates. Let's put Street in there. I'm just going to double check the back file on Robbie. I checked Fowler. It didn't come up. Robbie Davidson. Robbie Knievel. Robbie Amel. Margot Robbie. Robbie Williams. Robin Williams. There is no Robbie Fowler. Right, Robbie Fowler. You're going on the list, sweetheart. Any more gates? No, we're done. I'll take the 3. 1. Save image. 2. Save image. The whole point of studying this skeleton agenda is to lead you to these liars, which it does. It leads you to the liars, but it should also conclude all answers that there is a creator, there is a God, because these people worship Satan. You don't believe in either God or Satan. Satan wins. I saw a meme, and he said there's a man sat on the fence. God's on one side, devil's on the other. God said, choose one. And the man said, you gave me free will. I don't want to choose either of you. I'll just sit here on this fence. And then the devil grabs him and pulls him off the fence. And he says, God, why did you let him take me? He said, I didn't put the fence up. I didn't put the fence up. Of course he didn't. God's the one that sets you free. He don't enclose you. If there are gates, pearly gates to heaven, they're open. They're not closed. They're open wide. Robbie Fowler. I need your face, Robbie, and we're done. Your husband's knees. I don't want that. I do want that one. That's a perfect mint. It's wrong angle, but it's beautiful. And then one face shot, Robbie. One decent. In fact, I want to do you and her. You and him. No, I won't. I'll take just that face, Robbie. Oh, no, I like that one. Look at the missing jawline. Look, oh, where is it? Sloping jawline, pointed chin. Soft, round, subcutaneous layers of fat. Beautiful eyelashes yet again, Robbie Fowler. There you go, there's Robbie Fowler. What was the other name? I just saw a name come up. Someone picked someone. What was it? Stephen Gerrard. 2 first names. Let's do Stephen Gerrard. My brother's favourite footballer back in the day was Gerrard. There she is. There's Stephanie Gerrard. So one beautiful eyelashes. Look, straight away the beautiful eyelashes is what I notice about these FTMs constantly. Stephen Gerrard fails forensics. It's a woman. Straight away, close set eyes, high set ears, tiny mouth, deep philtrum, no brow bone, no jawline showing, look. I'd expect bone work. I get it in the wife, look at the bone work in the wife showing. But not here. I've got this sloping triangle-shaped pointed face. I've got a square jaw on Abby. Is it Abby? I can't remember who this is. It's someone real famous, isn't it? Some model from England. Thankfully, I didn't jack off to him because I want into footballers and the wags. Let's go back. Stephen Gerrard I've definitely already done anyway. But there you go. Stephen Gerrard's face. Skull checked, right? I did close the eyes. Yeah, we did it. Let's go straight to the gates for Stephen Gerrard. And he's game over right there. Game over. 1 foot in front of the other. Stephen Gerrard is a girl. Is that the same picture? That's the same picture. Broken leg right there. Look at the broken leg. And that's the wife in the background with the broad shoulders, the big male hand. Look at the knuckles. Why can I see the knuckles from 50 feet away? Oh, because it's a bloke. The straight legs of a man, the crooked, broken legs of a woman. Zigzag, flamingo foot. Learn these differences. And there it is. Stephen Gerrard is biologically a woman. The truth is in plain sight. Yes, it is, Ryan. It's in plain sight. You cannot stop these proofs, these truths, shall I say. You cannot stop them. It's the Holy Spirit washing over the world. For those with eyes that see and ears that listen, that is. The world is an ignorant place, arrogant place. Satan's done his best to ruin everyone in it. But God's got the final say. God is the Almighty, not Satan. Satan had to trick us and deceive us to rule over us and make us worship him in fakeness. My brother who worships this woman in fakeness is dealing his time to Satan's minions. And that is what offends God. That he gave you a brain to think for yourself. You know what women walk like, but yeah. No, because his name's Stephen and he's got a deep voice and he's got no breast, you assume that it is a boy. It's not a boy, it's a girl, proven by the way she walks. Men don't create diamonds when they walk. And on the beach, I think I've got, is it mastectomy? I don't know if it's this one I got the mastectomy scars on. Let's have a quick look. On the beach, the body, it's all wrong, right? It does. Why has he got the body of a 50-year-old bloke when he's in his 20s or whatever it is? The proportions are wrong. Once you see them, there's no meat on it. This is a pair of butchered breasts. Right here, look at the scalpel damage here. I'm going to do Bruce Lee as well and show you what Bruce Lee. Bruce Lee was the first one I saw, and I saw this. I saw the scarring here, where a doctor had broken. The breasts hang together here. They join up in the middle. The muscle meets. And they have to come in and snip it all to shape it like a peck. Take all the glands and mammary out and then shape it like muscle. But as you've seen the other day, I showed you when they slap the chests and stuff, they create lines like nobody's ever seen. There you go, Steven Gerrard, another one. Who else is famous? Ian Rush we did the other day. Let's just do Ian Rush real quick though, because he is one of the big ones. Ian Rush. Again, straight away, Paul Weller, I see Paul Weller's face. Widest in the hairline, beautiful, soft, close to eyes. I'm seeing Damon Hill, the race car driver as well. Because they all look alike, because they've all got small triangles with soft, beautiful eyes. My mum used to call it Jesus eyes from that film, Jesus of Nazareth, with the English actor. I can't remember his name, but he had those bright blue piercing eyes. My mum used to comment on it, and I didn't. It's because you're looking at a woman that those eyes pierce you a bit. Men have proper steely eyes that pierce, but these ones, because the bright blue. Paul Newman had them. It's quite a few actors and stars get them, and it's quite a striking look that the eyes give. And it's because of the estrogen. Ian Rush's face is upside down, egghead, right? Walking. We did this one the other day, but I'm just going to briefly. There you go. Ian Rush in diamond. There was only a couple of gates for Ian Rush, wasn't there? But I did finish the meme. Can't see it. Straight legs, knees together, bony ass knees. There's it. There's one of them. Inline footfall. Diamond from the back. In fact, let me just go there and put Ian Rush in. Ian Rush. See what I've got. There it is. I got 5 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 gates. Ian Rush is a girl. Let's do another one. We're going back in time, of course. John Barnes. Let's do John Barnes, the rapper. She actually did rap that song all right, didn't she? Again, the upside down egghead, flat forehead, soft eyes, look, tiny dentures, the triangle shaped lower jawline of a woman. John Barnes. Let me just check my back file. I'm sure I've got John Barnes. Barnes. Oh, Barnes. I should find it. Baines, not Baines. Barnes. You missed the R, Peter. Barnes. There we go. John Barnes. What is that? Oh, FTM bodybuilder. My bad. Both eggheads. Wow, he looks like Denzel Washington there. Look how small that face is. Look at the egghead. Look how high up the ears are. It's all of them. Is that John Barnes? That's not John Barnes. Shut up. John Barnes passed away. It's a different John Barnes. Right, I was going to say, if you're trying to tell me that's John Barnes or Michael Jackson, shut up. John Barnes walking. Definitely a girl. There's a nice one from the rear. Reverse flamingo foot with diamond. There's a forward flamingo foot. Oh, that's not him. Is that him? John Barnes on the right. It is. Beautiful diamond on both of them. Both women, look. Who's that with the mints? Might be Pele. I'm not sure who it is. Paul Ince. No, it's not Paul Ince either. John Barnes there from Flamingo. There we go. That's what I'm looking for right there. John Barnes, game over. Backfire. What are you telling me? Barnes, Wallace, Ben Barnes, Demore Barnes, Jimmy Barnes, John Barnes. Gotcha. John Barnes is already on the list. Let's do another one. John Barnes out the window. Another Liverpool player. George Best. We're going back in time. Not George Best. George Best was the best. No, it's a woman, mate. Very Oasis looking right here, look. Very. It's the soft eyes yet again. The small mouth, the pink lips. Women are super flexible and they've trained them to play football really well. People say, oh, how come the women aren't as good as the men then if it's actually men? They just don't let the men play as good as they should. That's why you don't see the strength and the power on the female side that should be there. Right, George Best, female face, right? Went for the bumhole in the chin lock. There's a boy here with the big hand. It's some model in it. I can't remember his name. Look at those teeth. Who's got the bigger smile? Whose eyes are further apart? Who's got the bigger headlock? Who's got more defined jawline? Who's got more fat? Remember, this is George Best in his prime. Prime footballer. Oh, he's Man United? Is he really? Oh, my bad. Well, yeah. Right, well, we'll add him anyway. George Best. Wrong team. We're just going to add him. We'll get rid of him. George Best. Give me another footballer. I can't remember any of them. But there you go. George Best. Flamingo. Have we got a full mince on this bitch? Is that George Best? I don't know. I have done George Best as well. I did all the best footballers. There's one. Inline football. That's not him. That's Michael Parkinson. George Best from Diamonds again. And another one. There's an inliner. Wrong angle. Look at the size of those hips. Michael Owen, 2 first name. That's another good one. Real famous back in my brother's day. Michael Owen, when I used to live with Paul. Michael Owen was one of the big names. Again, the small face. He looks like Michael Ball. Flat forehead, sharp A-lines, close set features. Everything is close set. Really pretty face look. Very rounded looking eye socket. Michael Owen. Let's put him wife. Let's have a look at what his beast looks like. His honey monster. So what they do is they give the women growth hormones to grow them bigger than the men, and they block the men's growth hormones. They give them beta blockers, which blocks them from growing, keeping them small. You've got to do it pre-pubescent, so pre-puberty, to have the best effects, so that they don't mature. Stops them maturing, and has the best viable outcome for them passing. And I went to school with one who married a footballer, so you can't tell me they don't exist in the real world with us. They do. This one I went to school with, you know. If someone had said it was a bloke without showing me any of this, I said, you're an idiot. I went to school with her. I know she's a girl. She married a footballer called Jack. Yeah, well, the footballer's a woman. I'd have said, shut up. F off. Stop lying. I'd have got mad at him. We're done. Michael Owens. Look at that gate. Inline football. Who's this? I don't know. There's a manager or someone, some trainer look with a bald head. Full mince. Michael Owen, full mince. It's game over. Once you know the differences in a male and female gait and the distance in their eyes, never trust a man whose eyes are too close together. It's game over. Michael Owen, done. Jamie Carragher, JC code. Jamie Carragher. There you go. Another one. I've already done Jamie Carragher. Look at the flat forehead, the close set eyes. Very tall. Jamie Carragher's very tall. A very, very tall girl. But the face is too small, look. Even when you grow them 6 foot plus, the head becomes big. Dial M for Mongos, look, in the hairline, Widow's Peak. The head becomes longer, not wider. Like I said, when they tell you that they can turn this into that inside the womb, no, they can't, because I'd have a third skeleton, an unidentified one that you can't distinguish the differences in, because it's both. It's tosh in utero. They might be able to castrate a child that way, I'm not sure. But then if you castrate the boy, how does he get a vagina? It makes no sense to me. We're looking at Jamie Carragher. It reminds me of a TV star, I can't remember his name. Did Wheel of Fortune. John someone. Right, anyway. Jamie Carragher walking. He looks like Bez out of Happy Nunders there. And we're game over straight away, look. It's a woman. So we need a full straight on one. That's no good. That's a woman pretending to be a man there, look, trying to keep her legs straight. She can't though, because her feet give her away. Look, they want to point outwards. Come on. You're not going to give me another one. Oh, there's one. And that's it. Game over, lot. Full mints. There's another one. Full mints. And there's a straight-legged man, knees together, space between his feet. Look at the size of his head. And then she's got this long, narrow face. We're done. Jamie Carragher's a girl. Give me another one, quick. Jamie Redknapp. Well, that's for us. Why not? It's another famous one. Married Louise Redknapp. Jamie Redknapp. Another one. Look, long face woman. Looks like that. Look at those beautiful eyes. She looks like she's been crying. Bright eyes. Beautiful eyelashes. All day long, it's a woman. There's a boy. Tell me, which one of these has got a bigger face? Who's got the long face? Who's got the wide face? Who's widest below the eyes, look? Male cheekbones. And who's widest in the hairline? Female skull line. Once you can now look at the Adam's apple. Look how far over to the right that Adam's raisin implant is. Looks like Danny Dyer. It's game over. They just cannot handle the truth. They really can't. Again, the soft eyes. Danny Dyer, look. Jamie Redknapp married Louise Redknapp, the famous singer. He's a dude. Louise, that is Louise with him right there. Jamie Redknapp, where's my gates? That's not a gate, is it? He's actually tightrope walking there. Dang it. I was just going to say, look at that diamond. But it is still there nonetheless. Because it is a woman tightrope walking. But that is how a woman walks. She opens her knees like this, lot. Knees together, knees apart. That's what it looks like. Men's legs stay straighter with a foot hanging outwards a little bit. Women's are absolutely crooked. Z-line, we call it a flamingo foot. And the foot is obviously pointing right out. Jamie Redknapp, done. It's a woman. Did I get a full mince on Redknapp? I didn't, did I? I didn't find one. There it is. It doesn't take many pictures before you reach what you're looking for. Look, final destination. Alan Hansen, Son of Man Code. Alan, he became a TV pundit, right? Son of Man Code. Alan Hansen. Again, Clint Eastwood looking. Tiny teeth, soft eyes. Look how small this triangle is. Small, high set ears, vertical forehead, widest in the hairline. It's an egg shape. And see the Joker smile, the triangle shape, look. Over and over, I'm going to point this out to you, and you will begin to recognise it. Walking, Alan Hansen. I don't know if I've got Hansen. I've got to check this one, because he's quite a famous pundit, isn't he? Hansen. Searching. Whilst it searches, we'll go to Gates. And that right there, look at the size of those hips. Game over. Female Bigfoot. What we got there, it's off to cock. But the husband shows himself, look, with straight legs. There's no Gates. That's why he won't be there. Alan Hansen is not going to be there. Let's put Street in real quickly. Yeah, he's got no Gates. Just those two that I just showed you. So it's not happening. Who is that? That's a big-headed dude right there. Oh, look at that hand. Look at the size of that finger. Meatball knuckles. It's Sue, what's his name, off Coronation Street. We're done. There's no Gates. But look at the difference in these. Oh, my gosh. Alan, what's his name? Alan Hansen from, what do you call it? From Coronation Street. We're done. Just there. Right, let's go back. What was the next one? Steve McManaman. Oh, now that is an old one. Old spaghetti arms. Steve McManaman, the way she ran. There's McManaman. Two mans. Do you know who he looks like? He looks like Judge Reinhold from Beverly Hills Cop. You know the dopey copper? Wow, it really does look like that copper. Judge Reinhold. It's a woman. Look how close. Never trust a man whose eyes are this close set. McManaman. Let me have a look. Have I got Steve McManaman? Steve Mc. Should find it. Let it search. Whilst it does, I'm taking that as your 50-50. He ran with his elbows out. I used to call him spaghetti arms. There's another one who was famous for it as well. Kanchelskis for United. He ran like that as well. It's a woman's gait that does it. And right there, game over. Look at the female hips. Look at the crossed in legs. That's a woman, Steve McManaman. Let's get Gates from there, walking. If I haven't done him. Keegan I've already done. Graham Souness. Where are we? I've done Soonest as well, I think. Right, Gates, Steve McManaman. Nope. That's a nice one from the rear. Look at the diamond in the legs. Female Bigfoot from the rear. And there he is with his elbows out. This is what we're talking about women running, elbows out. Look at the strange shape on that. Let's go back. 2 on McManaman. If I haven't already done him. What's the back file saying? It's not showing anything. I don't think I've done him. Give me some more Gates, Steve. Is he a manager? I hope he's a manager now. Get some Gates that way. Steve McManaman there. Is that Robbie Fowler? It is. Young Robbie Fowler. He looks like a manager now. Oh, I'll get better Gates on touchline. Let's go touchline real quick. I don't think I've got this one. Touchline. No. That's it. I've got 2 Gates, I think, for McManaman. We'll take them. Save image. Oh, hang on. I didn't check the back file. I don't think it's there, though. It's not. I knew I hadn't done it. Steve McManaman. 1, 2. I think I got 3 Gates, did I? Or is that the first one and the only one? Oh no, I got that running one. I got that one as well. Steve McManaman. Man, twice in a name. Son of Man Code. And we're done. He really does look like Judge Reinhold out of Beverly Hills Cop. Bruce Grobbelaar. Got to do Bruce. The cheater. Bruce Grobbelaar accused of letting goals in. There he is. Bruce Grobbelaar. I've definitely done Grobbelaar. Look at that egghead. Look how small that face is. The tiny teeth. The rounded eyes. The arched eyebrows. Look how the eyebrows arch. Round, open eyes. High set ears. No jawline. Probably the most famous goalkeeper of his day was Grobbelaar. So, did some great saves, I got to admit. She was a good goalie. Looks a bit like Freddie Mercury, doesn't she? I want to... How old is she there? 19, bold as a coot. Let me just check the back file for Bruce. I'm sure I've got it. Bruce GR. That'll find it. Search. Whilst it searches, we're going to go after Bruce Grobbelaar's Gates. Again, the small egghead of a woman look. The small, short, sloping shoulders of a woman. It's a tall woman. These goalies are massive. Peter Schmeichel was huge for a woman. Scary ass. Battle axe. Space. Walking. Bruce Grobbelaar's got to go on this list. There she is. Yeah, the court pictures. I think that's where I got a Gates. There you go. Game over. Straight-legged husband on the right. Bruce with the legs akimbo. There's another one. There. Is that the same picture? No, it's a different one. But I'm sure I've got Bruce because I remember those court pictures. He does look a bit like Yul Brynner as well. Yeah. I'm seeing a copper as well. Tosh. Off the bill. If anyone watched the bill, you know all about Tosh. He looks like Tosh Lines. Oh, what's that mean? What does that mean? Babylon, devil worship. Get out of my face, you bunch of fake ass. Even the story of this one being a cheat isn't real. It was all set up. Designed to have him lobbed out. Back file. There it is. Bruce. No, it's Bruce Greenwood. Why is Grobbelaar not coming up? He's not there. You're kidding me. I could have sworn I've done him. Let me just put Grob in there and see what happens. Grob. That should find it. Right. Right, there's hardly any pictures. What have I got? 2 gays. I swear I've done this person. The gates aren't very good either, are they? Oh, I should have put Steve McManaman on touchline. I forgot. Grobbelaar. Walk. I'll put walking. Street. It's going to show me them pictures again, isn't it? Because they're on the street. Very few pictures of Grobbelaar walking. Touchline. I don't think I'll see him on the touchline. I don't think he became a manager, did he? Let's have a look. Yeah, we're done. I've got 2 gates. That one. That's the best one as well. With the husband showing. The male gate. And that's a female Bigfoot. The knee is coming back in, look. And I think that's it. For Bruce. It is. Let's get your face, Bruce. I don't like that one. I like that one. No, look at that egghead. I like it there. We can take that one. Easy to skull check. Easy. Save image. Bruce Grobbelaar. Kevin Keegan. Yeah, we've got to do Keegan. We've got to add Keegan into this mix. I have done Kevin. I've done 2 Kevin Keegans. And I've done his son, Michelle. Because he was a Love Island guest. I couldn't believe it when I realised that Big Brother, Love Island, and all the rest of them were also inverted. There you go. Arms hanging out, akimbo lot. Full mints. Kevin Keegan. Probably my dad's favourite footballer in the day. He always ranted on about Keegan. And George Best. He ranted on about both of them. I can't stand football. Never liked it. I've got to admit. Kevin Keegan now. Crow's feet, rounded eyes. It's a small triangle. Too much skin up top lot. High set ears. There she is in her heyday. With the small face, the sloping jawline, the small dentures lot, the soft eyes of a woman. It's just a woman on testosterone. Once you can see past what they fooled you with, just the triangle alone will give them away. Kevin Keegan walking. Keegan in the middle. Is that you, Keegan? There. Ooh, female. Look at that. He looks like a grandma. Arms akimbo lot. Fat hips. Big ass. Man, she's had a few babies by then, hasn't she? Look at the arm akimbo. Dainty. Away from the body like a woman. There's a Keegan gate. Both of them were in line nearly. Keegan. Keegan, done. Kenny Dalglish there. Both of them are mincing. Look at the size of their hips. I just seen another one. Where was it? It was all in red. Maybe not. Oh my gosh. Are you taking the piss? That is how women stand, getting on the arch of a woman. Charlie Chaplin walked that way because Charlie Chaplin was a girl. Kevin Keegan's a girl. This is them mocking you. That you can't tell what a woman's bowed legs look like. Keegan. We got another full mince. Look at that egghead. That's Pele. Pele's egghead, look. Keegan had further apart eyes, look, than the Brazilian. But according to Skull and Gateits, African skulls, the women are bigger than the Caucasian. It just goes to show you regional variations. You still get small-faced African women. You can get quite large-faced Caucasian white women. But it doesn't make them men. Right, let's go back. Michelle Keegan. Look at Michelle Keegan's wife. Look at the pear-shaped dips. Crossed legs. It's all of them, and it always has been. Right, one more. Graham Souness. And that'll be Liverpool in the mix. It's all of them. You can ask me for all the players, but just in this handful of players that I've given you through the last 30, 40 years of football, I should tell you, it's been this way since the beginning. Graham Souness. They make them grow these... Women get these really thick moustaches because they've got a longer top lip. Do you know who that reminds me of? Do you know who I'm seeing there? I'm seeing Ray Comfort, the pastor, the preacher, the Australian woman. I'm seeing Ray Comfort. Graham Souness, another one of the most famous footballers about Liverpool. Widest in the hairline, look, dial M for Masons is there. Small teeth, high set ears. He's got a brow bone implant by the look of it. But look at the short, narrow shoulders of a woman. Look at the way she holds the ball. Look how wide her shorts are. Graham Souness walking. Search then. Bruce Grobbelaar wasn't there. I could have sworn I've done Bruce Grobbelaar. It might be in the back file. Da, 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 da. Oh my gosh, I've seen more meat on a sparrow's knee. I'm taking that picture. I've seen more meat on a sparrow's kneecap. This is what happens when you take a woman's breasts away. They try to swing back underneath the armpits like spaniels' ears. Right there, Graham Souness. Inline football with the big hips. Look at the one in the background. Look at her. She's in full mince. Graham's not quite there, but all footballers walk like this because they're all women. Unless you're looking at the women's division leagues, then you're looking at men. But it doesn't matter how many of these names you give me. I'm going to find the same ratio. They've got close set eyes, high set ears, small teeth, and they walk like women because they are women. It's forensically provable in a courtroom. That's why Graham Souness and the whole of Liverpool for the last 50 years will not take me to court, because I'll have you just on your arm.